Well, the plan today is to take you to the 4 main beaches of Puerto del Carmen and create the definitive guide, Jules.
To the 4 best main beaches in Puerto del Carmen.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got all the information on them. We've got the depth of the beach, the width of the beach, and we're going to find out about lifeguards and chairs and all kinds of stuff there.
10 till 6 in the winter and 10 till 7 in the summer.
For the lifeguards?
For the lifeguards.
Yep. So this is Playa Chica.
I was just going to explain, there is a toilet here. It's a unisex one with 2 cubicles and an accessible toilet.
Yep, absolutely. And there are no deck chairs on this beach or parasols. There used to be in this section. Sunbeds, yes, sorry. There used to be some of them in this section here that we're walking on now, but they're no longer here. And Playa Chica is called that, I was told, and I don't know how accurate this is, that it used to be in olden times the girls' beach where the ladies used to go.
I wonder if that's because the men hung out at the port, at the fishing port.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess. Yeah, quite interesting. It's a lovely little beach. Nice, clean, golden sand. We're filming this in February, believe it or not. Just look at the weather here. And it's right between high and low tide. So normally at high tide, this beach has about 5 meters of kind of depth to it, and it's about 60 meters wide.
Very nice for snorkeling.
Yeah, brilliant, because you've got those 2 kind of natural volcanic breakwaters there, and if you snorkel along the side of them, you'll see loads and loads of little fish.
Take a banana in for the fish.
Yeah.
Not bread, it's not good for them, but banana's good.
You did your tri-dive here years ago, didn't you? I remember you doing that. So you can see we've got a lifeguard's chair there, green flag flying, which means it's fine to bathe here.
It's also a blue flag beach. There's one flying.
And you've also got an outdoor gym at this one, which looks like it could be quite fun. Lifeguard's got one of those accessible bathing chairs there. So,
amphibian.
Yeah, amphibian bathing chair. And basically, if you have mobility issues, just go up to the lifeguard and they will take you down into the water on that chair, so you get a chance to join everyone else in having a swim. Now, here at Playa Chica, you've got bars on both sides of the beach. Over on the right there, just the other side of that sort of volcanic wall, there's a bar restaurant. Can you remember the name of it, Jules?
No, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Okay, I apologise.
It's on the Mweli. It's quite nice because you've got the views to the Atches Mountains and all the kids jump in off the pier there, don't they?
Yep, and you can see all the boats coming in and out and the wind toys and so on. You've also, this is the only beach on the island which has a dive school right on it, safari diving. And you can literally walk out of there with your kit straight into the water, as those 2 guys are doing right now.
There's a new addition, isn't there? A new bar on this side.
Yep, we have another new bar here, which I filmed for a video not so long ago, but we'll have a quick look at it as we walk past. It looks very busy and buoyant. Oh, a bit of a shame about the graffiti on that bin. I really don't like that.
They've got the water sports that go out from here, haven't you? The parascending, jet skis.
Donuts, all kinds of stuff from there. Now, this isn't one of the beaches that we're going to include, but we will briefly show it to you, because we don't consider this to be one of the 4 main beaches, but Playa Chica certainly is one of the 4 main beaches. And this is, everyone knows this as the Farallones beach, but obviously it's not private for the Farallones Hotel. The deck chairs are, though, if you want to use any of the sunbeds, I correct myself. You need to be a guest at the hotel, but anyone else can use it and use the beach. Quite a swell on today. So that's the first of the 4 we're going to. That's Playa Chica. We're now going to wander around to Playa Grande. When I just picked up on, they have nachos, sardines on skewers, cheesecake and croissants here. Those cold beers look nice, don't
They
they?
do look very good, yeah.
We're now at Playa Grande, which is the big beach, or translates to the big beach, but actually, as we'll find out in a bit, it isn't the biggest
It's
beach.
not quite the biggest beach, no. So we're
Okay.
just the other side of the Hotel Fariones and the Suite Hotel, aren't we? So that's
Yeah.
what's between us and Playa Chica. We're
So,
just round the corner.
if you were to swim it, it's 150 metres. It's not very far at all, is it? But actually, we've walked quite a way to get here. So this beach is 1.2 kilometres wide, and what's in length? Yeah,
And 100 metres.
100 metres at high tide.
Yeah.
So there's 100 metres worth of sand between where we're standing now on the promenade and the ocean. This one is really, really well equipped, as you can see. You've got sunbeds and parasols. We'll go and check the prices on them. That will give you a current price as of 2025. Over here we've got some beach volleyball courts, which are often used for some quite big competitions. And
And
they're
skimpy costumes.
on the fellas or the ladies? Or
I'd say the
both.
ladies, but
Okay, and there's sort of wooden duckboarding there, which enables people with difficult mobility and in wheelchairs to get down towards the ocean. But we'll pick up on that as we walk along, and we'll see more in relation to that.
plenty of facilities for bars and restaurants, for food to keep you going through the day.
Yeah, and I can smell that curry house from here. That really does smell very good. Another section of duck boarding there, and you've got quite a few beach toys on here. You've got those pedalos which have got slides in them, haven't you?
Yeah, you need to get wet before you even try and get down them though, don't you?
They are good fun, and I think there are kayaks down there. I can't remember what else they have. Ah, there are the kayaks, and actually there's a Hobie cat there, but I've never seen that being rented out. But more duck boarding, another shower here.
But sort of the main facilities area is just coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you've got the pergola, the shaded area.
Yep, I know what you mean. So this is kind of the central section, and as you can see, there's a big pergola there with wheelchair parking, and this is for the lifeguards to help disabled people get into the water here. And you have the hours for that, Jules?
Yeah, 11 till 1 and 3 till 5 you can request for the lifeguard to take the amphibian chair out.
Okay.
And the reason for the split is that that's when there's less UV risk.
All right, so you basically rock up into that, under that pergola there, and the lifeguard will come and find you and take you in the amphi chair into the water. We've got prices there, so two sunbeds and a sunshade are €10.50, and one sunbed and sunshade is €7, and presumably that's for all day. And over on this side you've got showers and toilets. All along here you've got little showers so you can wash the sand off your feet and out of your costumes. And as you can see, there's absolutely no shortage of sunbeds and umbrellas. It's just incredible to think this, as I said at the top of the video, is February, and look how busy the beach is. And the obligatory bingo being played in one of these bars. Can't see the attraction myself, can you, Jules?
No, I'd rather be on the beach or exploring.
You can see the section of Playa Grande there. But if I walk across here, you'll see it continues for quite a long way. There's a kind of narrow section here, but it does continue all the way up to that end of town, and there's a whole other set of sunbeds. If you're trying to pick, I would say that the ones we're looking at now tend to be the quieter area. the first part, the main part, gets busier generally. So this is Playa Los Pocillos. Well, this actually isn't, is it? This is Plaza de las Naciones.
It is.
Which is kind of a central area for events. All kinds of events are held here. But Playa Los Pocillos is the biggest beach in Puerto del Carmen, over 1.2 kilometres long.
1.230 kilometres. Whereas Playa Grande is 1.19.
Okay, but it's also a very, very deep beach, and by that I don't mean the water's deep. I mean, as you'll see when we move along in a bit, the distance from the promenade to the ocean is quite long. Now, it's called Los Pocillos. Pocillos means wells. I don't know whether that was because at one time that there were freshwater wells here, or whether it's a reference to the fact that at very high tides you end up with a kind of lagoon in the middle of the beach, which is always fun. Our kids used to enjoy splashing around in the lagoon. And the beach is divided into two sections. This section here...
You've got the San Antonio Hotel there, haven't you, Las Costas?
Yep.
Which is, so we're at the more central end of Puerto del Carmen.
Yeah, and this end's got its own lifeguard, its own sunbeds and parasols. And behind us there's a sort of blocks of toilets and showers and...
Children's play area.
There used to be a cafe, but that's not there anymore, is it?
It's closed at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
Check the sunbed pricing, make sure it's the same as before.
There's a little foot shower there. And this has the duck boarding again to make access easier for people with limited mobility. This one's flying a yellow flag today, and actually the wind's in an odd direction. Normally this coast all across Carmen is very calm, but there are some... It's quite choppy out there, isn't it? I think is what I would say.
White tops, haven't we?
Yeah. This has a little rest area with a pergola over it for some shade. And you actually get an idea of how big this beach is in that view there. It goes all the way round to the beginning of Matagorda, effectively. And this centre section of the beach really gives you a feel for how deep it is. And it's quite difficult using that term deep, isn't it? But
yeah, it's not deep, the depth of sand, it's the
yeah, how far
between.
away the ocean is from here. And next up we're going to go across to the other side, the far side of the beach, where there's another sort of set of facilities basically. So let's head that way, shall we?
Okay.
And here we are, all the way at the other end of that beach. And you've got several sections of sunbeds and umbrellas here, and at the moment they've got the netting up, which is to stop you being sand swept, isn't it?
Sandblasted.
Sandblasted, that's the phrase I was looking for. And at this end you've got toilets, which is just around the corner here, showers.
Bike parking.
Yep, and in fact there are quite a few bikes in the parking there. There's a little kids playground.
Actually in the beach, isn't it? It's
yeah.
sandy.
And I'm looking for the lifeguard's chair because I thought there was one up this end, but I can't see it. Ah, there's a lifeguard hut way down there in the distance, a white one. So that's the third of four, Playa Los Pocillos, and we're going to head around the corner to the final of the four main beaches in Puerto del Carmen. It's worth making the point here that all along the strip there are lots of little sandy coves.
Coastline, isn't it? So you've got lots of little coves. Just dive between the buildings and head for the sea.
And particularly if you want somewhere that's private, where you know there aren't hundreds of people, they're quite a good place to go. Now I know when we post this video, somebody's going to say to me, what was the temperature? Well, when we first arrived in Puerto del Carmen, the car read 27 degrees, but it's now 5 minutes past 5 in the afternoon, and it's still, when we parked the car just now, was still reading 25 degrees. So, and as I said before, this is February, so...
It's lovely and warm, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
Happy winter sun, everyone. So this is the last of the main beaches. This is Playa Matagorda. Matagorda means fat bush. So I've always presumed that there was a big bush around here somewhere, and hence the name. This is 50 by 40 metres, so it's quite small.
No, 850.
My mistake, yes. 850 wide by 40 between the promenade and high tide on the ocean. There is a first aid sort of hut there that the lifeguard operates from, but there isn't like a lifeguard's chair down here. And there's
Or any toilets.
Or any toilets, exactly. And they don't have the disabled facilities here either, with the duck boarding and the, what did you call it?
Amphibian chair.
Amphibian chair. But this does have sunbeds which are being cleared up now, and the parasols. And the time is, 5:15, so fair enough that he's packing
now,
up.
aren't they?
Yeah. But it's still 24.
It's still really warm, yeah. I mean,
incredible.
It's people in the sea, look, you know.
Yeah, and since we first filmed at Playa Chica, the tide's gone out quite a lot. Another
6 o'clock low tide.
Yeah, so we're only we're only 45 minutes away from low tide.
It's a great beach for plane spotting.
Yes, fantastic. I did get a little bit of footage earlier of an EasyJet coming in, so I'll splice that in.
And the other thing you can see here occasionally is water spouts.
Yes, from Wales.
No, from the aircraft.
From the aircraft. Yeah, you're right.
And that's what they call the Sirocco, isn't it? That's why one of the restaurants is called Sirocco here.
Yeah, and the wings create vortices, which effectively create little whirlpools in the water, and the water rises up through them. But you also see, I thought you were talking about whales. We've seen whales from here, just off the coast, swimming up and down and spouting. And actually there is another pergola here, which I didn't know was here. And we've got someone in a wheelchair parked under there. There is a little bit of duck boarding. So that's the tour of the 4 main beaches in Puerto del Carmen. And in summary, Jules, Playa Chica.
Great for snorkeling, not for sunbeds. It's cute, it's small, it's got 2 bars on it. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Playa Grande's got everything.
Yeah, great big long strip along the strip.
Yeah. And
a couple of sets of toilets, lifeguards, amphibian chair.
And Matagorda, the last one we're at now, fairly basic but very convenient for all the hotels and the accommodation here.
Yeah.
And in the middle was Los Pocillos, which is the largest beach in Puerto del Carmen. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Catch up with you soon. Bye
Time
for now.
a cold beer.
I agree. Bye for
Bye.
now.